Gentlemen, let's be honest for a second. You remember how mornings used to feel? Strong, steady, alive. You'd wake up with energy, purpose, and that quiet confidence that reminded you were still in charge. But lately, maybe that spark doesn't come so easily anymore. You wake up tired, the energy isn't there, and those morning moments that used to happen naturally, well, they've quietly faded away. And maybe you've told yourself, that's just age. It's normal. But deep down, you know something isn't right. Because you're still you, the same man you've always been. The body just isn't keeping up the way it used to. Now, what if I told you the answer might be sitting right in your kitchen? That your morning coffee, the one thing you already drink every single day, could be the key to bringing that power back? I'm Dr. Ethan Cole, a board-certified urologist. For over 10 years, I've helped thousands of men just like you regain their strength, their confidence, and yes, their natural performance. Not through pills or quick fixes, but through science, nutrition, and small daily habits that make a massive difference over time. And today, I want to show you something that could change the way you start your mornings forever. Because when you learn what to put in your coffee, it stops being just a drink. It becomes a daily ritual that wakes up more than your mind. It wakes up your body, your circulation, and that part of you that refuses to grow old quietly. So stay with me. Because in the next few minutes, you're going to discover how a few simple ingredients, things you already have in your kitchen, can help restore your blood flow, your energy, and your performance, even at 80. This isn't hype. It's real science, real nutrition, and real results. So take a sip of your coffee, lean in, and listen closely. Because this might just be the most important cup of coffee you'll ever make in your life. Now here's where most men get it wrong. You think coffee is giving you that boost you need in the morning, that little jolt that gets your engine running. But what it's really giving you is a temporary spark. A spike of energy that fades before the morning's even halfway over. You've probably felt it. That rush after the first cup, heart beating faster, eyes wide open, brain buzzing, and then a couple of hours later you're running on empty again. You reach for a second cup, sometimes a third, hoping it'll bring that same lift. But it never quite does. And the reason isn't the coffee. It's what's happening inside your body. As the years roll by, your system starts to change quietly, almost invisibly. Your testosterone levels, the very hormone that gives you energy, drive, and that unmistakable sense of vitality, begin to drop. Bit by bit. Year after year. At the same time, your blood vessels, which once opened easily to deliver oxygen and nutrients all over your body, start to lose their flexibility. They stiffen. They narrow. That smooth flow of blood, especially to the areas that matter most, becomes weaker, slower, and less reliable. And when that happens, the engine starts to sputter. You might still feel fine most days, but deep down you can tell the power isn't there like it used to be. You may wake up feeling groggy, take longer to get moving, and by evening you're completely drained. And in those private moments, when you want your body to respond, it just doesn't. Not like before. Now here's the thing. It's not your fault. You haven't done anything wrong. This isn't about weakness or willpower or getting older in a bad way. It's biology. It's the natural wear and tear of time. But just because it's natural doesn't mean it's permanent. Think of your body like a high-performance car. When it was brand new, it ran on anything, cheap gas, bad oil, whatever you threw at it. But as it gets older, it needs better fuel. Higher quality maintenance. A little extra care to keep running at full speed. And right now, most men are still pouring the same old cheap gas into their engines, plain coffee, sugary breakfasts, processed foods, and expecting the same performance they had in their 30s. It doesn't work that way. You don't need more caffeine. You need better circulation. You need to wake up your blood flow, support your hormones, and feed your body with the right natural nutrients, the kind that work with your system, not against it. The goal isn't just to stay awake. It's to feel alive again. And here's the exciting part. You don't have to overhaul your life to make that happen. You don't need a complicated plan or expensive supplements. All it takes is transforming your daily coffee, that simple morning habit you already have, into a powerful cup that supports your blood flow, balances your hormones, and helps you feel strong again. So let's start with what that really means. Let's talk about the first simple, natural ingredient that can turn your everyday coffee into something your body will actually thank you for. Let's start simple. Let's start with something you already know, but probably never realized could change the way your body feels from the inside out. Cinnamon. Yeah, that same spice sitting quietly in your kitchen cabinet, the one you sprinkle on oatmeal or toast once in a while. Most people think of it as just flavor. But what you're about to learn is that cinnamon is one of nature's most powerful tools for keeping your blood vessels healthy, especially as you get older. See, every time you eat something sweet or have a meal that spikes your blood sugar, those tiny blood vessels, the ones that carry oxygen and nutrients to every corner of your body, take a hit. And the smallest of them, the ones that feed your heart, your brain, and yes, your manhood, are the first to get damaged. That's why so many men start noticing a difference in energy and performance long before their doctors ever mention diabetes or high blood sugar. The damage starts small, like tiny cracks in a pipe, and it builds slowly over time. Cinnamon helps fix that. It contains special plant compounds called polyphenol that help control your blood sugar naturally, smoothing out those sharp rises and falls that wear your body down. It's like switching from bumpy, uneven roads to a freshly paved highway. Everything starts flowing more smoothly. And here's the part most men don't realize. When your blood sugar stays steady, your blood vessels stay flexible. That means better flow everywhere, including where it matters most. But cinnamon doesn't stop there. It also helps your body produce more nitric oxide, the same molecule prescription pills like Viagra depend on. Nitric oxide tells your blood vessels to relax, to open up, and let blood flow freely. So when you add cinnamon to your morning coffee, you're not just making it taste better, you're helping your circulation wake up too. You're telling your body, hey, let's get things moving again. Now, a quick pro tip from experience: not all cinnamon is created equal. The regular one most people grab from the grocery store is called cassia cinnamon. It's fine in small amounts, but it contains something called coumarin, which can be hard on your liver if you use a lot of it every day. Instead, go for Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon. It's smoother, lighter in flavor, and safer for daily use. Just a quarter of a teaspoon in your morning cup is enough to start making a difference over time. One little sprinkle a day keeps your blood sugar and your confidence steady. And once you've got that working for you, we move to the next ingredient. One that doesn't just help your blood vessels open up, but actually makes you feel good inside and out. Cocoa powder. Now before you think I'm talking about hot chocolate, I'm not. This isn't the sugary mix you give to kids. This is pure, unsweetened, dark cocoa powder, the kind that smells rich, earthy, and almost bitter. Cocoa is one of the richest natural sources of flavonoids, those powerful plant nutrients that help your arteries relax and expand. That same nitric oxide magic we just talked about? Cocoa turns up the volume on it. Studies have shown that cocoa can improve blood flow by nearly 30%. That means your heart gets more oxygen, your brain stays sharper, and yes, your most private parts get better circulation too. And there's something else that makes cocoa special. It doesn't just help the body, it helps the mind. Cocoa contains compounds that lift your mood, chemicals your brain produces when you're happy, excited, or in love. Ever wonder why chocolate feels so comforting? It's biology. Those compounds tell your brain, relax. You're doing okay. It also brings a healthy dose of magnesium, one of the most overlooked nutrients for men over 50. Magnesium helps your muscles stay strong, supports testosterone production, and even improves sleep, something every man needs more of. When you mix a teaspoon of dark cocoa into your coffee, it transforms that cup into a mocha that actually does something for you. It gives you warmth, satisfaction, and steady focus, without the sugar crash. If the taste is too strong at first, add a touch of monk fruit or stevia, natural sweeteners that won't spike your blood sugar. And there you have it, two simple, everyday ingredients that work together like a team. Cinnamon keeps your vessels clean and steady. Cocoa opens them up and fills you with calm, focused energy. No pills, no chemicals, just the power of nature, mixed into the cup you already drink every morning. And the beauty is, this is only the beginning. Because next we're going to talk about something ancient. A root that's been used for centuries to restore energy, balance hormones, and reignite desire, naturally. It's called Maca, and it might just be the missing link between how you feel now and how you used to feel years ago. Now let's move to something truly remarkable, a secret from the high mountains of Peru that men have used for centuries to keep their strength, stamina, and drive alive well into old age. It's called maca root. You might have heard it mentioned here and there, but most people don't really understand what makes it special. Maca isn't a stimulant. It's not a quick fix or some miracle powder that forces results overnight. What it does is something much smarter. It helps your body remember how to balance itself again. Think about it like this. Your hormones are like an orchestra. When you were young, every instrument played in perfect tune, energy, mood, desire, strength, all working together. But as the years pass, the players start getting out of sync. The rhythm slows down and the harmony fades. Maca acts like the conductor that steps back onto the stage, taps the baton and says, "All right everyone, let's get back in tune." It works on the part of your brain called the hypothalamus and pituitary glands, the control centers that tell your body when and how to produce hormones. It doesn't add artificial testosterone or flood your system. It simply helps those glands wake up and start functioning properly again. And when that happens, something beautiful begins to unfold. Your energy comes back in a steady, natural way. Your mood evens out. You start feeling more focused, more capable, more you. Your body begins to respond the way it's supposed to, without forcing, without stress. Men who use Maca often describe it the same way. I just feel alive again. Not jittery, not hyped up, just naturally strong. In Peru, they've been calling Maca nature's endurance secret for generations, and for good reason. It grows high up in the Andes Mountains, in rocky soil and freezing winds, at elevations where almost nothing else survives. That harsh environment gives the plant its incredible resilience, and when you take it, you share in that strength. Just 1 teaspoon a day in your morning coffee is all it takes. The effects build over time, usually within 2 to 3 weeks. It's a gentle climb, but a lasting one. And here's something fascinating. Maca comes in 3 main varieties and each has its own personality. Yellow Maca gives mild, steady energy, perfect for daily balance. Red Maca supports prostate health and helps with recovery. Black Maca is the powerhouse, known for stamina, strength, and drive. You can start with Yellow Maca. It's the smoothest and easiest to get used to. Once your body adjusts, you can experiment and see which type feels best for you. Just imagine this. At 70 or even 80, you don't need to feel old. Your hormones just need a reminder. And when you combine Maca with what comes next, that reminder turns into real, lasting change. Let's talk about coconut oil, or its even more concentrated form, MCT oil, the kind of fat your hormones have been begging you for. Now, I know, for years many of us were told that fat was the enemy, that we needed to cut it out completely to stay healthy. But here's the truth, your hormones are made from fat. Without it, your body simply can't build the testosterone and other vital hormones you need to feel alive. Coconut oil provides the right kind of fat, healthy, clean fuel your body can actually use. It's rich in something called medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs for short. Unlike the heavy fats that take hours to digest, MCTs go straight to your liver, where they're instantly converted into energy. That means when you add coconut oil to your coffee, you're not just feeding your taste buds, you're feeding your metabolism. You're giving your body quick energy that doesn't crash later. And there's another big advantage. It slows down how your body absorbs caffeine. So instead of that sharp spike and quick drop, you get a smooth, steady flow of energy that lasts for hours. No mid-morning fatigue. No racing heart. Just calm, focused strength. Men who switch to this kind of coffee often say the same thing. I don't just feel awake, I feel balanced. Here's how to do it right. Start small. Half a teaspoon of coconut oil is plenty in the beginning. Then work your way up to a full teaspoon over time. And here's an important tip. Don't just stir it in. Blend it. Use a milk frother, a blender, or even shake it up in a jar. It'll turn your coffee creamy, smooth, and rich, almost like a latte from a high-end cafe. That blending breaks the oil into tiny droplets your body can absorb better, and it tastes far better too. If you prefer, you can use pure MCT oil instead of coconut oil. It's easier on digestion for some people, and a little goes a long way. These healthy fats do something your body desperately needs. They give it the raw materials to produce testosterone naturally. They help stabilize your energy, sharpen your mind, and restore that sense of vitality you thought was gone. Think of it as fueling your system with premium-grade oil. Because after 50, your body deserves nothing less. Now we've covered the first 3. Cinnamon for steady blood flow, cocoa for vascular strength, maca for hormone balance, and coconut oil for hormone building. But there's one last addition to this powerful mix. Something that ignites your circulation like nothing else. It's spicy, ancient, and surprisingly effective, and it's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Let's talk about ginger, and how it can help your blood flow come alive again even in your later years. Now let's bring some warmth into this cup, quite literally. Because this next ingredient, It's like a spark that reignites the system from the inside out. Ginger. It's one of the oldest natural medicines known to man. People have used it for over 5,000 years, not just for flavor but for strength, endurance, and vitality. And once you understand what it does for your body, you'll never look at this humble root the same way again. You see, ginger isn't just a spice, it's a circulation powerhouse. It contains special compounds called gingerols and showgales, and these little molecules do something truly remarkable. They tell your blood vessels to open up and get moving. When blood flows freely, every part of your body feels it, your brain wakes up, your muscles loosen, and yes, your performance responds. That warmth you feel after a sip of ginger tea? That's not in your head. That's your blood vessels expanding, your heart pumping more efficiently, and your circulation kicking into gear. And it's not just about energy. Ginger fights inflammation, one of the biggest hidden enemies of men's health after 50. Inflammation tightens blood vessels, weakens arteries, and slowly damages the cells that produce testosterone. But ginger, with its natural anti-inflammatory properties, calms that fire down. It protects your body from the inside. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Modern research shows that ginger can actually help increase testosterone levels naturally. In one clinical study, men who took ginger daily for 3 months saw their testosterone levels rise by nearly 17%, and their sperm quality improved right along with it. That's the kind of change your body can feel. Stronger, more vibrant, more responsive. It's amazing how something so small can have such a powerful effect. Now, how do you use it? Simple. You can take a thin slice of fresh ginger, about the size of a coin, and drop it straight into your coffee while it's hot. Let it steep for a minute or two. It'll give your drink a warm, spicy kick that wakes your system up without overwhelming it. Or if you prefer convenience, you can use ginger powder. About a quarter teaspoon is enough. Fresh ginger tends to give you that instant warm-up effect, while the powder provides more long-term benefits. Both are excellent. It's really about what fits your lifestyle. A small note of caution though, ginger is strong. If your stomach is sensitive or you're on blood-thinning medication, start small, just a tiny pinch, and let your body adjust over time. But once you do, you'll notice the difference. That subtle rise in body warmth, that clearer focus, that steady energy that lasts through the morning, that's ginger doing its quiet work. And now, with all 5 ingredients revealed, cinnamon, cocoa, maca, coconut oil, and ginger, you might be wondering, do I just throw them all into my coffee at once? The answer is no. You don't need to overwhelm yourself or your system. The best results come when you build up slowly, one step at a time. Here's how you do it. Start simple. In week 1, just add cinnamon. Let your body get used to it. Notice how it feels. More stable energy, smoother mornings, calmer focus. Then in week 2, add cocoa powder. You'll start to feel that rich, grounding energy. Your mood will lift. Your coffee will taste incredible, and you'll know something good is happening beneath the surface. In week 3, introduce maca 3 times that week. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This gives your hormones time to respond, slowly building back that balance and confidence you've been missing. By week 4, it's time to bring in coconut oil or ginger, depending on which one speaks to you more. Coconut oil for smoother energy and hormone support, or ginger for warmth, blood flow, and vitality. Keep track of how you feel. Not just physically, emotionally, mentally. Your clarity, your mood, your drive. You'll notice little improvements that grow each week. And here's the truth most men never hear. Consistency beats intensity every single time. You don't need to do everything perfectly. You don't need to buy expensive powders or change your entire diet overnight. You just need to stay consistent. 1 cup every morning made with care. Because over time, that cup becomes more than coffee. It becomes your quiet act of self-care. Your small, daily reminder that you still have power over how you age, over how you feel, over how you live. Gentlemen, your body remembers. It hasn't forgotten how to perform, how to feel strong, how to respond. It just needs the right support, and sometimes, that support starts with something as simple as what's in your morning mug. Now let's get real for a moment. Aging, it's not the enemy. It's simply change. And change doesn't mean decline, it means adaptation. Your body isn't broken. It's not finished. It's just waiting for you to listen to it again, to feed it what it actually needs instead of what's easiest or fastest. You see, your body still remembers how to perform. It remembers what it feels like to wake up with energy, to move without stiffness, to feel that quiet confidence in your chest. It remembers what it's like to be ready for the day, and for life. All it needs are the right signals, and the right fuel. That's the beauty of what we've talked about today. None of this is magic. It's not wishful thinking or some online trick. It's biology done right. When you support your body with real, natural nutrients, cinnamon for healthy blood flow, cocoa for circulation, maca for hormone balance, coconut oil for strength, and ginger for vitality, you're reminding your system how it's meant to work. You're not forcing it, you're reawakening it. And I want you to really think about this. Big transformations never come from one giant leap. They come from small, consistent actions repeated every day. One small change at a time. That single cup of coffee made the right way might seem insignificant right now, but give it time. Give it 30 mornings. Give it your patience. And watch how your body starts to thank you. You'll notice you're not as tired in the afternoons. You'll notice your focus coming back. You'll notice that spark of strength returning in ways you haven't felt in years. Because this is how real change happens. Quietly, naturally, and steadily. Gentlemen, you are not too old to feel strong again. You are not past your prime. You are not broken. You are simply at a stage in life where you have to work with your body, not against it. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's that it's never too late. Never too late to take back your energy, your confidence, your manhood. Sometimes, it just starts with your morning coffee. So here's what I want you to do. Try it. Start tomorrow morning. Add one of these ingredients, just one, and see how you feel. Be patient. Stay consistent. And when you notice the difference, because you will, come back and share your experience. Comment below and tell me what you're adding to your coffee. Maybe it's cinnamon, maybe it's cocoa, maybe it's ginger. Your story might be the reason another man out there finally takes that first step. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more simple, science-backed health advice made for men over 50. No gimmicks, no embarrassment, just real talk about staying strong, healthy, and confident at any age. Because remember, strength isn't about how young you are. It's about how well you care for yourself today. And if you start with that one small choice, that one cup, you'll be surprised at how much life your body still has waiting inside it. So tomorrow morning when you take that first sip, don't just drink your coffee. Drink to your health. Drink to your strength. Drink to your comeback. Because sometimes, a new chapter doesn't begin with a doctor's visit or a big decision. It begins with a warm cup, a quiet moment, and the choice to start again.